Bridges Out of Poverty is a community-wide collective and community initiative, and our job is to address generational poverty. And we do that several ways. We have graduated over 450 families from the Getting Ahead and Just Getting By World classes over the last 10 years. And we have trained over 3,000 of our community members and business community in the complexities of poverty.
Before I was in the Bridges class, I was in the middle of a DHS case. Didn't have a job, was looking for a job. I was just coming out of a season where I was using alcohol to deal with my problems. So I was just really had just a blank canvas. I didn't have really a whole lot going on. Didn't have a whole lot of hope for what was going to happen, and I got accepted into the Bridges class, and I was just kind of stuck in my ways. And so throughout the 21 weeks of the classes, I was set at the table with some different people that were of middle class or even wealth class, and some ideas started to spark in my head about maybe the taught and the things that I learned growing up and into adulthood weren't really working for me. And so Bridges was able to teach me some concepts about my community, my resources, my budget, my family, what kind of job I really wanted to do, where I wanted to be in life, and just a community family of inside Bridges meeting once a week, and just having those cheerleaders on my team to make things come alive, learning about networking and social capital, and just meeting new people at new tables and being able to talk about the people in poverty and the problems that they have, and having people in the wealth classes listen to those, and then we all work together to try to create solutions for our community about that.
I am one of the luckiest people in the world to get to do the work that we do. I grew up in generational poverty, and when I first learned about Bridges Out of Poverty and the constructs, it made my head spin. It gave me a vocabulary to explain my past and a way to articulate what I've experienced. And so I used that knowledge, and before this I was the president of the Muskogee Chamber of Commerce, and I brought all those relationships with me to this job, and all of those things together have just been an amazing way for me to be effective at this job, and I've never been more fulfilled in my life. This job makes my heart sing. Of course, the past year has been challenging with the pandemic, but it has been very successful. We were able to pivot and transition into virtual classes, and they went very well. And so we've had a really good turnout in our classes, and more importantly, the outcomes that we're getting in helping families is amazing.
Muskogee has a poverty rate of 20%. So that means 20% of our population is struggling to meet needs of everyday life. We're living in the tyranny of the moment, which is we're just solving problems as soon as they come to us. And so we can reach out to our community and have workshops. We can help other moms say, hey, Bridges taught me these tools, but now I'm in a workplace, in a work environment with people that are also pretty much have lost things, and so they're a blank canvas too. So it's a very big ripple effect that Bridges has, because each person that's in those classes, if I have a family of 3, my family of 3, the ripple effect, each person is going to go out and teach 3 more people the same thing. So now you've got 9 people, and so you take those 9 and those 9 teach 9 other people. It's really biblical about how if you can, our resources in Muskogee can give people things every day. They can give people, help with their rent, help with their bills, utilities. A lot of programs they like food bags or things like that. But do we really sit down with the people and say, how do we keep you from coming back to these resources? And if we go back to those resources, it's as volunteers to help, or we're bringing extra food to those resources. But fishers of men, teaching a man to fish, that is what's going to change somebody's life. That is what is going to change our community and lower that poverty number for our community.
We're so excited and thankful for the opportunity to be recognized by the Turning Point Council, and excited. Thank you so much for this opportunity. So in the future, we are looking at creating a leadership program for our graduates. We already offer staying ahead classes for them right now in the form of money management class, boundaries class, and parent university. We want to start a leadership program to help people know how to serve on boards across the community. My ultimate goal would be to have every nonprofit in this town have a position available for a getting ahead graduate to serve on their board. Our graduates have been told that they are the problem their whole lives, and people in poverty hear that all the time. But after they go through our Getting Ahead class, they don't want to be the problem, they want to be part of the solution, and no one's asking them to help. So I want to change that, and I want to give our graduates the opportunities in this community to be a part of the solution.
We're just working to help people out of poverty. I mean, being able to give back in that way is one of the best things in my life.